It's not Brat Summer anymore, but it's fall shoegaze. That's why we're checking out MBV by My Bloody Valentine. I'm very curious because Loveless came out in '91, and this album came out in 2013. That's crazy. That is a huge gap. What is that? 20? That's almost a 20-year gap. Like, it's kind of crazy. Looking at both these albums, like, I'm thinking, like, I think Loveless is very, like, harsh and, like, really loud and in your face, and I kind of enjoyed that. The album grew on me a lot since first listen. I wasn't really feeling it first listen, but I'm curious about this album because it's like very blue. It's a very chill looking colored album. I wonder if it's gonna be like a chill album, you know? I wonder what if it's not like Loveless? What if it's the opposite of Loveless, you know? She found you. She found now. This cup matches the album cover. Absolutely brain massaging intro. Definitely a change from the Loveless vibe, you know? Off intros only. Like, Loveless was very like in your face. Like, that shit was loud, in your face, like off rip. And this one was definitely a lot more chiller. Definitely a lot more of a chill tone. Very just like relaxing. I don't know. I think my theory might be right. My theory might be right about this album being like a lot more like relaxed over Loveless. Only Tomorrow. That's really cool. That right there is really cool. Wow. Wow. I'm more wailing about how like fast that song flew by. Dude, shoegaze is different, bro. Shoegaze is different. Like the time just flies by with shoegaze. That was a six and a half minute song. That felt like a 3 minute song. You know, I could listen to that for more. I could listen to that for like 5 more minutes. Honestly, I love the vocal build up. I love the vocal like the female vocals they're going like woo, like the build up. That was really interesting. Very interesting to listen to. That was just an absolute brain massage, front to back. Absolute brain massage. I love the back and forth like male and female vocals. I love that. It reminds me of like I said earlier, Slow Dive. Who Sees You? I love that. Wow. Wow. It's like choppy. That's crazy. Oh, the cutoff was kind of scary. That one felt longer. Weirdly enough, that one felt longer than the last song, but it was better. It keeps getting better and better, man. I really enjoyed that one. I like the that was the most like vocally rich one yet, you know? I'm not paying attention to the lyrics. I don't know if I'm like missing anything. I hope I'm not. I hope I'm not. With shoegaze, like with My Bloody Valentine, I feel like you just don't. It's like Cocktail Twins, you know? You just don't really listen to lyrics. It's more just like her vocals are part of the instrument, you know, or their vocals. And My Bloody Valentine, I like the guitar choppy, like like that shit was cool, bro. That shit was really cool to listen to. I wonder how they even like pull that off. Is This and Yes? Is it an organ? What is that? Is that an organ? I hope it doesn't jump scare me. I'm praying it doesn't. Wow. Holy shit. I got absolutely lost in that song. Wow. That was a curveball too, man. That was completely different than like their usual sound, you know? That reminded me of that weird song off of Loveless. Um This one touched. Yeah, for sure touched, for sure. Reminded me of that song, just for how weird it was, but also like that was really like hypnotic. That reminded me like a galaxy. It reminded me like a galaxy. Like all the twinkly sounds reminded me like of me floating through space. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like that's kind of that's what it reminded me of. Like aimlessly floating through space. If I am. I like the it sounded like vocals the whole time. Like while I was closing my eyes listening to it, I was focusing on the wow, wow, like that like sound in the background, bro. I was like highly focusing on that for some reason. Like while I was closing my eyes listening to that. Love that, love that. I thought at first I thought those were vocals, but I think that's a guitar. I think that's like a weird effect to a guitar they added or something. That sounds so cool though. Really enjoyed that one. New You. The choppy guitar is back. I love that. I love that. I love music, man. I love music. Love that. Fucking love that. I love that. Oh my god. That reminded me of a previous song. I forget which song it was. Did I just say Shang? I forget what song it was. I think it was Who Sees You. It had a very like choppy guitar. That had the same thing on it. That had the same thing. At first, it didn't have that shoegaze kind of feel to it. At first, I was kind of like, this is different. This isn't really a shoegazy kind of feel. Towards the end, though, for sure, got me right into that shoegazy feel. Like the humming and the doo. Like I love the female's vocals. Dude. I love her vocals with the instruments. That song was a little different, but it worked. You know, that song was a little different, but it worked in another way. Okay. Probably least favorite, probably, but it could grow on me for sure. Um, I like how the guitar had that like sound. It sounded like vocals. It sounded like somebody's vocals. It's kind of interesting. It almost tricked my mind. I thought that was somebody's voice at first. It was weird. Like I almost got like hypnotized by that song. I think mixed bag first listen, mixed bag for sure. Something about that song just felt off compared to the other songs. I think that was definitely an oddball and like not a really good way. That was almost like a vibe killer, you know? Like I was kind of like, okay, like this is a vibe killer of a song. I don't know. I think I'm being a little too harsh. I think no, it can grow on me. But I think I was like off put by like the weird. Like listen how the song begins. You know what I'm saying? Like I think that like that like got me out of the vibe a little bit, got me out of the mood a little bit. I don't know. Nothing is. Is it building up? What's going on? Dude, it's like edging me like crazy. It's edging me right now. Why did I enjoy that? Hey, why did I enjoy that? That flew by. That's weird. That was really weird. That like flew by for me. I was like 2 minutes in, like, okay, is it gonna change? Like, and it didn't change at all. It's kind of funny. When I closed my eyes, like really like honed in on my song, I could like hear the song like coming in closer to me and almost like going backwards and like coming closer. Like it was a very weird. I was like visualizing the whole song. I was like, this is really weird. When I closed my eyes, I could even hear like a weird melody in the background of the instrumentals. I could hear like a oh wow, oh wow, oh wow. Like it's so hard to explain. I like really locked in and heard it too. I like really had to lock in and like hear that. That was interesting. Why was that? Why did I low-key enjoy that? Wonder too. I almost heard like drum and bass vibes towards the end there. I almost heard like drum and bass Aphex Twin kind of vibes. I got into that song a little late. I feel like the first half sounded really. I mean, I don't know. I think the whole song sounded kind of messy. If I'm being real, it sounded very messy. Like not fluent at all. Not even like dreamy. Just very like messy. I got into it towards the second half. I feel like these last three tracks were kind of its own thing. Like they kind of like went away from the album vibe. Like tracks 1 through 6 had its own vibe, its own thing going on. 7, 8, 9 are just like, nah, we do our own thing. I could have sworn 1 or 2 or like in another way could have been like a Loveless throwaway or something. Gotta like really digest that. I feel like this is one of those albums you don't really listen to like. You don't really listen to like separate songs. I feel like you only listen to it like in one session, like one full session. This is one of those albums you listen to in full. For being 20 years, what's the gap between Loveless and this album? Like 20 years, 20 years off from making albums. I mean, this shit slaps. This shit's great. This is a great album to come back to, you know, to come back from, I guess. I can definitely separate this album from Loveless. I can definitely hear the differences. Like I said, Loveless is very like in your face. This album was very like just dreamy as fuck. I really like If This and Yes. Is that the weird one, the dreamy space one? Yeah. This gave me beach house vibes. This song gave me beach house vibes. I just realized, give me hella beach house vibes, and I can't even like I almost treat this whole album like one song. You know, I treat this whole album like one song, like one experience. That's why I said earlier. Yeah, I don't know. I might leave it there. Honestly. That was fun to listen to. That was very cool. Might check out their older album. This one isn't anything. Maybe, possibly. Not sure. You know, not sure. Yeah, thank you for watching this far. Comment below what you think of this album. Uncut will be on the Patreon. Link in bio. And as always, I'll see you next video. Peace out.